Hi guys, Byron here from ALS. So we're just standing here in front of this Bruder we've finished for the last couple of days. Customer dropped it in probably a couple of weeks ago, but with the weather on the mid-north coast, it's not been real easy to work. Anyway, customer dropped it in. They had the 240 volt wasn't charging properly, the solar kept dropping out, and the electrical system was just playing up. So we went through and did some fault finding, discovered that they had an issue with their battery, the Victron Battery Protect. Contacted Victron, they replaced it, no problems, under warranty. Sent a new one out next day, fitted that up, that was really good. Originally they had flexible solar panels glued to the front of the camper, and what we find with the flexible panels, when they're glued directly to the camper, they tend to break, they stretch. You really need material underneath them to allow them to move separately to the camper when they heat up. Anyway, the customer opted to go for some Victron panels, which we recommended. So we've gone for two 90 watt panels here. We've run them in series, and that's going to give us a higher voltage, which means that this camper will start charging earlier in the day and it'll finish charging later in the afternoon, which is really handy. From there, we had a look at the 240 volt inverter, and it just had a few little programming issues. So we went through and sorted those out, and then did a full test. While we're in there, the customer said, look, I want to add an external solar panel that I can plug in when I'm camping, no problems. So we added an extra Victron MPPT solar controller. We use the 120/48 for this because it means that the customer can plug anything from a 12 volt solar blanket in there to a high voltage like the Safari 60 volt panel in there, and with the high voltage panels means that you can charge again earlier in the morning and later in the afternoon. It just gives you much more time in the day. During the middle of the day, a 12 volt panel or a high voltage panel is going to give you the same amount, but in the afternoon and in the mornings it's really going to make a difference. We'll go around and show you in the electrical bay in a second, but the problem with this electrical bay is it's very tight and there wasn't a lot of space, so we designed up our own bracket to mount the solar controllers one on top of the other, and this is working very well. So guys, here's the electrical bay. This is the Bruder XP4 camper. Now this fit out, I believe, was a retrofit. This was one of the very early of the Bruder campers, so they didn't start out as a Victron install. And with the install here, this is quite a neat job. So we've got a 200 amp hour Victron lithium smart battery in here, which has got a smart BMS. Now the BMS talks to the inverter, talks to the battery, and it also controls all of the other solar controllers via the battery protects to make sure that it maintains the battery at optimal charge. So the smart battery protect that you originally had the problem with is this one here, and it really just stops all of the loads from draining the battery beyond a safe charge or discharge, and it was causing some issues, and as I said, Victron replaced that straight away under warranty. They have a 5-year warranty on the Victron products, and they really do back that up. Then with our solar controller here, as you can see, we didn't have a lot of space in here, so we've double stacked it. This is our bracket just here. These will be available for sale on our website shortly to allow you to install these like yourself. It gave us the ability to stack the two of them and still get rid of the heat with a full aluminium bracket. Up on the side here, we've put the input for the solar. That's where the customer wanted it. In the corner there, you have your 12 30 amp, so that's coming from the car, and then the heart and soul of the 240 volt system is the Multiplus Compact 12 2000 with an 80 amp charger. So with this system here, it gives you 2000 watts. You can use it for induction cooking. You can runs your fridge for like this camper with a bit of solar. You can pretty much go Victron products. We can help you. We can sort out any issues like this. So if you've got any issues or you want to upgrade your electrical system, give us a call. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, email or our web, www.als-ts.com.au. You can contact us through there, shoot us an email, or give us a call.